the channel. It's me and James is joining me. James is just currently clearing up the dishwasher. So we are going to make some biscuits, as we haven't made biscuits in quite some time. So this is from Mary Makes It Easy cookbook, and we're doing chocolate chip oat cookies, which we're excited to have. And it says these cookies have a lovely crisp edge and a squidgy middle, and watch them carefully as they cook, as they are dark in appearance so they can catch easily. And then there are many different varieties of porridge oats available to buy. Yes, James. We use traditional small but jumbo oats. So the family makes 24 biscuits, and the ingredients are 155 grams of butter softened, 150 grams light mascavo sugar, 1 large egg, half a tablespoon of vanilla extract, 150 grams of plain flour, 75 grams of traditional porridge oats, and 100 grams of dark chocolate tips. And it says Mary's tips can be made up to 2 days ahead and freeze as well. So come join me, make a beverage of your choice, and make sure you like, subscribe and hit the notification bell. And let's start making some chocolate chip oat cookies. So now I'm going to start weighing up the ingredients. So I have my plain flour, which we need here 150 grams. Then we have got the 125 grams of the soft butter melted, which is unsalted. Then I haven't got any muscovado sugar, so I've gone with light brown soft sugar. So I'm hoping that should be okay. And you need 150 grams of that. I've got a large egg, which is from the farm shop. And then I've got the half a tablespoon of Madagascar vanilla extract just here. And then we also need the 75 grams of the porridge oats, and then 100 grams of the dark chocolate chips. They didn't have any dark chocolate, so hopefully milk chocolate will be a good substitute. So I'm going to put you on a time lapse. I'm going to start baking the goods together. See in the bowl we have done and preheat the oven to start with at 180 degrees to 160 degrees fan gas 4. I've lined a baking tray with a baking sheet of non-stick baking paper. Then I've measured into here. I've got the butter, the sugar into a mixing bowl. Then I whisked it until light and fluffy and pale in colour. Now I've added the egg, vanilla, flour and oats. I'm going to whisk again until mixed. And then I'm going to stir in the chocolate chips with a spatula. So now the last step that we need to do is shape into 24 even sized balls, and then place half the balls spaced apart on each baking sheet, and then press the top down slightly to squash each item to make it a little bit flatter. And then I bake in a preheated oven for about 12 to 15 minutes until golden brown all over. And then I transfer on them a wire rack to cool down, and then they'll crack and crinkle, and then that's part of their charm. So let's get cracking on with that. As you can see, I'm halfway through. I've got a little bit of mixture left, but I have run out of space on here. But this is the ones that we've done so far. So all I'm going to do is go along and flatten them and do the next batch, and then they're good to put in the oven. As you can see, I have now placed in both sets of the chocolate oat cookies in the oven, couldn't think of the word then, and we'll bake them in there for 12 to 15 minutes. So we've got our homemade pak choy in the background from the garden, and these are the biscuits that I've done. So they're filling for 15 minutes. This is the wire rack they're going to go on. And then these are the other ones. We made 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So I made 18 because I think my portions were a little bit bigger than the 24 suggested. So we've now put the biscuits onto the wide rack. James is, of course, being a chief taste tester. And what's your verdict, James?
Really good.
Very nice. Out of 10?
Oh, 11.
11. Oh, that's good. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please like, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Let me know how you got on below. James is always making a noise. And make sure you let me know in the comments section below on how you've got on. And I will see you later on in the week. Thanks. Bye.